I personally don't even know what just happened just now. I'd say about 2 hours ago, an hour ago. The Lakers are gone. The Lakers are now out. They just been eliminated in the first round, which means LeBron has lost his first ever first round series in the playoffs. I'm not gonna try to detract anything. I'm not pushing any agendas. LeBron is still one of the greatest players I've ever seen. He's still the greatest player I've ever seen in my own lifetime watching basketball. I do like memes, however, especially when it comes to Lakers and stuff. Like this one right here. This guy, somebody needs to tell. How do we tell him? LeBron's not gone, thankfully not, and he's not retired either. LeBron's still here. He's gonna be back next season. Relax. He'll be much better than the first round exit, I promise you. Obviously, there's a lot of context that needs to go into this. Obviously, a couple things. Number one, AD's injury. This man I almost witnessed 2 stars try to endanger their careers. One, I watched KD do that 2 years ago, and 2, AD tonight almost. Oh, it could have been bad. It could have been anything, but he re-aggravated his groin injury, and he was in a lot of pain, and he was out for the rest of the game. He didn't even last 5 minutes, I think. I don't even think it was 5 minutes that had passed in the game. But he had been taken out, and Devin Booker decided to drop a 47-piece on the rest of the Lakers' heads. And now, one LA team is gone. And the reason why I'm making this video is because in about 22 hours from now, we might be laughing at the second Los Angeles team. No one's gonna defend them because we're all just gonna be laughing. I promise you right now. I picked this team last year to make it to the finals, and I had a good feeling that they probably would deliver on that promise this season. Oh no, I can admit when I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna admit that this is gonna be really funny if they get first rounded. Here, the Lakers, you feel bad because of what happened, transpiring the last 2 months with injuries. Here, no, this is a complete joke of a laugh. I will say one thing: Luka Doncic is one of my favorite players to watch right now. Luka has been lighting it up. Now, with all of that out of the way, today's video, one thing, I'm going to try to be as quick as I can because I have a My Team video I'm going to have to record it early in the morning. I have like 8 hours before I have to, well, 8-9 hours before I have to get up for season 8 crap. But this video is about a Los Angeles playoffs. What are we going to do if the NBA Finals doesn't have to go through Staples Center? What do? No Los Angeles Lakers and no Los Angeles Clippers. A lot of things can happen. The Utah Jazz are already in the second round. Donovan Mitchell came back and is strong. Mike Conley is a bit injured. I may do something. I'll talk about it in a second. Luka would be in the playoffs. Let me just simulate this real quick. Obviously, another team that just got knocked out, Lillard and the Nuggets. They just got knocked out themselves. And just like that, Lillard is gone, first rounded, and he put some cryptic stuff on Instagram. I don't know, interesting, but we'll see. But here we are: Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz, Luka Doncic and the Mavericks, Devin Booker, Chris Paul and the Suns, and the MVP. I'm gonna say it now: he is going to be announced the MVP at some point. I didn't want him to be knocked out before he got announced, or else people would detract him. Nikola Jokic, the MVP, and the Denver Nuggets. This is your Western Conference playoffs. This is the first NBA Finals since 2010 with no Stephen Curry and no LeBron James. Or no Stephen Curry or LeBron James. It's not like Steph was making the finals in 2011, 10, whatever. I don't know why we do those still stupid, silly facts. It's just dumb. But this is what the Western Conference is looking like. We're going to be having a new Western Conference champion. Actually, if the Clippers are out, but yeah, the Clippers have never made it to the conference finals. We're going to have a team in the conference finals. One team could possibly make it from last year, of course. The Nuggets have been the best team that made it the farthest in the bubble. They're the farthest team that made it far, just like last year, They made it to the conference finals. So let's see if they can go back to back. Phoenix is trying to make it for the first time in 10 years, which is the same time that was the last time they made the playoffs. Utah, first time since I don't know, 2007, I think. I think 2007, yeah. And then Dallas, their first time since they won the championship, for that matter. There. Out East, we're not going to focus too much on the East. Saturday, though, I will say, it's Friday now, so I'm going to say it. Tomorrow is going to be a battle. The Brooklyn Nets versus the Bucks. It's going to be a battle. We'll look at this for a bit, but I want to focus on the West. Alright, a couple of keynotes before we start off this second round showdown between all 8 of these teams. First off, a couple things in the West. Mike Conley has a strained hamstring. He got that during the game against the Grizzlies, game 5, of course. It's mild, they say. They say he's going to be reevaluated Sunday, so we'll see what happens. But I'll have him like with that injury for a couple of days, and he'll be recovered. Denver, obviously, Jamal Murray. I forgot to turn off. I forgot to put his injury in this series, but obviously the first round didn't matter. Obviously, no Jamal Murray for the Nuggets. Phoenix is relatively healthy. Chris Paul's shoulder has seemed fine. Philly, Embiid. This is a big story right here. This is going to affect, especially when we talk about this series right here, this is going to affect the Eastern Conference Finals, potentially. Embiid has a small tear, and small meniscus tear. That's how they describe it. It's not going to rule him out of the playoffs, no, but they say they're going to be managing it and treating it with like physical therapy. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure when this series is going to start exactly. Post editing me will probably figure that out and see and show you guys on the screen right here. But Embiid's going to have to be dealing with this. We don't know how it could affect him, his play. But this is a story, obviously, and that's how it's going to go. We'll see if Trey could pull off making it to the conference finals somehow against Ben, who's probably going to be guarding him. And then Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Dante DiVincenzo's injury, I think it could have a big impact potentially. We'll see, though. I mean, Giannis averaged 39 and 10 against the Nets in the regular season, but he hasn't seen KD, Kyrie, and Harden all on the court together. So this is one thing. And Brooklyn, obviously, Spencer Dinwiddie tore his ACL early in the season. Him being there would have been huge, but they can manage. But I think this series can go either way. And with that, I want to start looking at the Western Conference. Obviously, things are going to go in the East. I don't know what. Oh yeah, Jeff Green's also injured. He was injured. Okay, so there's that as well. But injuries are off after all the injuries that I said. No one else is going to be getting injured, so there is that. Alright, I don't know, a little hiccup. They wanted me to take DiVincenzo out, but now we can start. I'm curious to see how this Western Conference is going to be like, especially if the Clippers lose. Obviously, I'm making this video. It's a doomsday scenario if Los Angeles teams lose. Look, the Ratings Brigade is going to be on the rest of this play. Oh, okay. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, he got injured? No. Yeah, the Ratings Brigade is going to be all over this entire playoffs for the rest of the way because no LeBron, no Stephen Curry because he, you know, Draymond choked in the play-in, and so did the Wiggins. But this entire, oh my gosh, look at that. We did not get a single jump in. I could have jumped in, but I don't want to waste time. This is not going to be too long of a video. The Jazz are up 3 on the Mavericks. I don't think this is going to happen. Look, Luka is going to be having a grand time being guarded by Bogdanovich, Ingles, Jordan Clarkson, Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, whoever decides to guard him most of the series. He's going to have a grand time guarding him. And even when Gobert gets switched on to Luka is going to cook him. But I guarantee you, I don't think the Mavericks would go down 3-0 after what they just did to what they're doing to the Clippers, and it's going to continue. Meanwhile, we have an interesting series over here, Phoenix and Denver. I'm going to do one simcast. I'll look at Brooklyn, Milwaukee just in case if they go to 6 or 7 possibly. But this one's got my eye. I want to see if anything's going on. At this point, I'm pretty sure Jokic will be named MVP at some point during this series, so it'll be interesting, especially if the MVP gets knocked out. And LeBron fans will have Laker fans, whoever's salty that they're not in the playoffs anymore, will have stuff to talk about if Jokic gets knocked out. But right now he's up 3-1. He is up 3-1 right now, and I think they are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals as long as they don't blow a 3-1 lead somehow. I'll give some love to the Eastern Conference. Philly and Atlanta right now going through it. Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I hope Atlanta doesn't win again. Like when I was making the playoff sim video, I'd say 2 weeks ago. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we're gonna take a look at Bucks Nets. It's gonna be a great series, I'm sure, but I'm just curious to see what we're gonna see here. Okay, it's looking very close. No, Milwaukee won. They tied the series. I think we'll get a 2-2 at some point. I think in best of 3 is gonna happen at some point. But right now, next up we have Dallas got swept. I'm not buying it. Me personally, I'm not buying it. But let's look at Philly and Atlanta. They really get the chance to look at this in my original playoff video, because I think Philly just got packed up somehow. I don't know how, or I was just too infatuated by Nets Bucks. But Philly is going to go up 3-1 and looks like they will be heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. I still expect this, even if Embiid is out. I don't know how much of I don't know how not weak. I don't know how useless the rest of the roster could be, possibly, with Embiid dealing with injury, because Tobias Harris has been great this season, definitely redeeming himself. Ben probably might be the defensive player of the year. And then, I mean, Seth Curry's having a great year as well. They have a good roster around there, so I don't know. We will see. And then now, we got the Nuggets and Suns. I think Jokic wants to be in the conference finals again. Does he? I think he does. Yeah, he does. Oh, it was a bit close, but 30. Oh, that was 39 for Buck. 15 to 27. He's gonna get his. But Jokic 23, 12 and 10, and for the second straight year, he is back in the conference finals. You could have a deep bubble run and still, even with injuries, still make the conference finals. That's impressive. If he does that, that's impressive. But it's gonna make the Lakers look funny in the light. But they did have serious injuries. Let's not forget that. So the Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. Interesting here. We're gonna go back east. Obviously, we gotta give some love to Bucks Nets. This is gonna be a great series. It's gonna be a great series, absolutely. KD versus Giannis, Harden versus Middleton, Kyrie versus Jrue Holiday. It's going to be great. And the Nets are going to go up 3-2. 3-2. If Milwaukee wants to win this series, they have to win the Game 7 in Brooklyn. Over here, Philly does it. They're going to be in the conference finals. And we're going to get a pretty good series here, whether it be Brooklyn or Milwaukee if they come back. 3-2. Brooklyn is going to try to pull this off. And this could be a close one. I'm gonna give it a bit more time. Just a bit more time. Oh, bro, yeah, I was gonna say a bit more time, but Brooklyn is starting to pull away. Yeah, they pulled away. They have fully pulled away. So Brooklyn is going to be meeting. They're gonna be beating the Bucks and meeting the Sixers in the conference finals. I would like to see this. I definitely do. Philly Sixers fans were chanting, "We want Brooklyn," just like the Knicks, but there's one difference. Philly's actually a good team. All right, so there are 4 possibilities out of us. We could get a center MVP versus MVP runner-up matchup, Embiid versus Jokic. That would be great. That would be pretty fun to watch, absolutely. Or we could get the process versus whatever they call it over in Utah. I don't know. Or we could get one of the greatest offensive trios in NBA history versus the MVP. Or, I'm going to be quite honest here, a genuine full-on beatdown by the Big Three versus the Jazz. There's no way. But let's start off in the West, the Western Conference Finals. Sixers, Nets. I'm going to give Game 1 to the Nets. Yep, they won Game 1. And I'm going to hope for a good series here. I feel bad for Rudy Gobert because he's going to somehow try to guard Jokic. I don't know if he could do that. But I think Donovan Mitchell had it all covered. He had it all covered. 36 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for Donovan. 23 from Conley. Looks like he's healthy. 22 from Clarkson, the 6th man of the year. 22, 14, and 9 from Jokic. And Will Barton with 19. Michael Porter Jr. 16 and 6 with 6 of 17 shooting. He was lights out in the first half tonight versus the Blazers. He can't be shooting like that against the Jazz. And nobody's really there locking him down on Utah. But we're going to go East for a second. I don't want to spend too much time on the East. If the Nets go up 2-0 especially, they're going up 2-0. I stand corrected. Harden at 47. I don't know if anything's going to happen here. We're going to go back here to the conference finals in the West. the best of the West. Let's see. Nuggets had a good lead. They blew it, just like what they blew Game 5. And oh, beautiful. 10 seconds left. Tie game. Utah. 9 seconds. Donovan Mitchell with the ball. He cannot give up this ball. I don't know who you're giving up to, but screen from Gobert. Mitchell, mid-range shot. Off. Gobert. No way. No freaking way. Just like that, Utah takes a 2-0 lead on a game winner by Rudy Gobert. How? How do you... If this actually happens, I would be sick to my stomach if I'm a Nuggets fan. I would be sick. Damn, I would be sick to my stomach. He got a JaVale McGee. What? Why? What made you leave the paint? What made you leave the paint? Jokic had a good reason to. Donovan Mitchell took that shot. The series is now in Denver. Let's see if the MVP can, you know, pull something off. No, he's going down 3-0. 3-0 lead for the Jazz. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna blow this lead. They're not blowing a 3-0 lead. I can promise that. 30 from Will Barton. Okay. 10 from Jokic. 4 and 5. He was off for some reason this game. 21 and 10 from Porter. It was better, but 27 from Conley. 7 3-pointers. Joel Ingles with 27, 5 3-pointers from himself. 21, 6 and 6 from Donovan Mitchell. 19 and 14 from Gobert. And the Jazz are 1 win away from their first NBA Finals since the year that I was born, and Michael Jordan broke their hearts. You know, things are looking quite interesting in the East, but I think we're going to finish it off here, West. If Philly wants to make this entertaining, thank you. No, 3-1 lead for the Nets. Cool. Denver, do they have pride? Will they be swept? No, they will not. Oh, man. 152 points. Impressive. 33 from Donovan. 25 from Bojan. Sorry. Thinking about Atlanta. But Jokic will not be denied. 28, 11, and 15 from the MVP. 23 from Barton, 19 from Morris, 18 from Porter. Just an all-out clinic from the Nuggets, and they survive. They are now down 3-1. You don't want to be that if you're a Jazz fan. But I'm not looking at Brooklyn hosting the trophy because Philly won Game 5. Okay, maybe we have something over there. But right now, over here in the East, I think we have another close game. Yes, we do. All right, 121 left, 95-94. Nuggets up by 1, trying to stay alive. Barton with the cut. That's going to help them. Each team has 1 timeout left. Each team is in the bonus. So if you drive and attack, that's definitely the way to go for the rest of the game, whoever you are. Donovan Mitchell is in the game. 2K just loves scoring. They just love scoring with me. Clarkson makes the first. Donovan's supposed to be in the game. I think why did they just sub out Rudy Gobert? Donovan's in the game. That's all that matters. Who cares? JaVale's in the game. Jokic got subbed out as well. All right, 1-point game. Denver. Porter. No, off. Rebound by JaVale. Good Lord, that's why you need Rudy Gobert in the game. JaVale with the free throw off. This is still a game, very much. Gobert is not in the game still. I'm just gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let this game rock. Fine. Fine. So be it. Donovan just dunked that. I really don't care right now. It's just stupid to watch right now what this game is doing. Porter driving off again. That's what happens when you have no Jokic in the game. Very nice. Conley down by 1. 36 seconds to go. Bojan off. Okay. And the Nuggets can hold this. Definitely. Porter's not going to hold this. He's chucking right now. He's full on chucking. And yes, he is. You got every right to. Never mind. If Jokic or Gobert don't want to come in the game, so be it. I really do not care. I really do not care. But Jokic, the player of the game, the MVP, 21 points. I think you would need that when you're up right now. But you don't want to bring him in? Fine. Okay, he is back in, and so is Gobert. I still hate this game though sometimes. A lot of the time, really. Jazz are down by 4. Donovan, good layup. And you're gonna have to hope for some missed layups, right? Missed free throws right here. 2-point game, Monte Morris at the line. First free throws, good. He did miss a free throw that kind of led to Lillard sending a game to OT in Game 5, but they advanced. Who cares? Morris with the second free throw. is off. Oh, here we go again. I jinxed him. Sorry. I'm sorry. Conley has an open look. Oh, bang. Big time shot from Amanda. Just had a hamstring injury. Gotta say. Tie game again, 12 seconds. I think this is going to the MVP or Michael Porter Jr. I'm going to say the MVP somehow. Maybe. Then again, I don't know if 2K likes post play. They're giving it to Aaron Gordon? No, screen. No, it's going to Jokic. Here we go. Jokic. Oh, that was not a good idea. No way. Oh my gosh, we almost witnessed 2 Rudy Gobert game winners. I was going to close app and delete this video. I was going to close app and just upload this video just like that. That was going to be the ending. The outro would have played if he hit that. Nah. But we got overtime. You know, I forgot again to turn off fouls, but you know what? Things have already gone bad with the substitutions after being made, but we're not watching all 5 minutes of this. You know how I rock. You know how I operate these days. But we're gonna see these 5 minutes what happens. So back and forth. All right. 2 minutes left. Yeah, let's go. 1:36 to go. We're back in this joint, and 114 up. 1:36 left. There's no Donovan Mitchell on the court. I think maybe he fouled out. He did have 5 fouls. No, he still has 5 fouls. This game is sickening. All right, Jokic is in the game, so that's good, and so is Porter. But they need Donovan in the game. Missed shot. You definitely need him in the game by Clarkson. Donovan, look, he's coming back right now. Monte Morris with the ball. 1:18 left to go. You're going to Jokic in the post again. No Gobert in the game. Why do I do this? Maybe he fouled out. I would hope. Maybe, yes. No, he didn't foul out. Oh, he did. Okay. I was about to get mad. Yeah. Gobert fouls out. Maybe I should have turned off foul out. Yeah, I should have turned off foul outs. The MVP is cooking right now. The MVP is cooking, and the defensive player of the year can do nothing but just sit and watch while the 6th man of the year gets a and 1 green light. Jordan Clarkson, Donovan Mitchell. Oh, he's back. Okay, cool. Okay, Clarkson and Donovan Mitchell. This is actually a good, interesting rotation. But Clarkson's guarding MPJ. I take everything I said back. Nope, never mind. The Jazz are up by 1. Donovan. Oh, he drove. Okay, driving. I don't know what Barton was doing right there, but you just gave Donovan a free bucket, and now the Jazz can go up by 4. Never mind, I stand corrected. And they're gonna have to get another stop right here. Porter, guarded by Favors, he's just gonna get cooked as well. I don't know how Porter missed that layup, but he's gonna take this 3 off. The Jazz are in good position. Shot clock is still on, 39 seconds left. But right now, if they do everything they have to do, the Jazz are going to knock out Mike Malone and be 37 seconds away from going back to the finals. If Donovan Mitchell does not foul out. Never mind. Alright, so Donovan fouled out. No Rudy Gobert. No Mitchell. Both fouled out. And now Porter. Timeout. Okay, first. Now that Mitchell and Gobert are out, it's going to be interesting. Porter. Will Barton back to Porter. To Aaron Gordon. To Monte. To Jokic. No. Jokic is going to go in the post. They don't have to go for a 3 immediately, but Jokic, that was not a great play. That was not a great play at all. That was not. I mean, he's the MVP, but how many missed free throws are we gonna get this quarter? All right, Clarkson comes in. He should have been in, and Conley makes 1 out of 2, and it's a 4-point game. There's still a chance for Denver, but it's gonna take a lot. No timeouts left. Jokic to Aaron Gordon. No, that's off. And just like that, barring anything catastrophic with 7 seconds left somehow, I just realized that audio was muted. That's perfect. That's cool. Y'all are just enjoying the lo-fi. The Utah Jazz are your Western Conference champions with that shot right there. And they're going to be representing the Western Conference, the LeBron-less playoffs, Western Conference, or Curry-less playoffs, Western Conference, in the NBA Finals. Their first NBA Finals since 1998. That's 23 years ago. That's how old I am. That's how old I'm going to be by the time this year is done. Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, that duo can lead the team to the finals, but can they win it all? I don't know. But Donovan had some imprints. He had some clutch shots, clutch and one, and just like that, why is Rudy Gobert holding the trophy? Okay. Yeah, we're taking note. They made the NBA Finals. They were the best team in the Western Conference. They're the best team in the NBA total as a whole, best record in the league, and led by this guy and leading the defense, this guy. They are now in the NBA Finals. This is a reality that can actually happen now. I wouldn't think this if this team met them in the second round. The damn Clippers, who might choke, like I said, 21 hours from now, something like that. 22, 21 hours from now, they might choke. And unfortunately, injuries, like I said, took out this Lakers team. Once LeBron injured that ankle back in March, the doomsday scenario was just put on alert right there. That was the beginning of it all. And now Brooklyn, oh my gosh, the Sixers, 163 points? Damn. I don't know if there will be an off night for this big three, but let's see. Philly is trying to come back down 3-1. I'm going to entertain this for a bit. We got to entertain this. Anything with the Nets big three, we have to entertain. But, oh, Philly. Okay. Embiid is definitely, this is why I wanted to see this series. Embiid size is definitely going to be a factor, especially he's healthy. And, just like that, the Nets blew a 3-1 lead. I've heard that before, actually, but a Kevin Durant team blew a 3-1 lead. I've heard that too. And now the Nets are going to have to somehow walk into Philadelphia with that crowd throwing popcorn at them and win this series and go to the finals. Very possible. But let's see if the process is 95% complete if they win this game. They have a good lead, very good lead, and hey, this is a first for me. I have to jump in. This is actually a first for me, jumping into any Sims with this specific team. The Sixers vanquished the Nets. Ben has that's just disrespectful. But the Sixers are going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2001, the AI era. The process is almost complete. I don't know why Embiid's in the warm-up, but okay. If they won like that, cool. But Embiid and Simmons vanquished what Giannis couldn't vanquish. A big three. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden get knocked out in 7 games by blowing a 3-1 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Simmons is disrespectful for that, but the process is almost complete. I'd say 95%. They just need 4 more wins to complete that process completely. Embiid, this would be a great run for him if they pull this off, especially if he's going to be banged up for the rest of the way throughout the playoffs with that small tear in that meniscus. I still don't know how that happened, but it was when he fell his knee. It was during that game 4 against the Wizards. But Jazz Sixers, Rudy Gobert versus Joel Embiid, Donovan Mitchell versus Ben Simmons. We have a story there, Simmons and Mitchell, the Rookie of the Year controversy, that happened. Ben won it, and now look what we have right here. Somebody's walking away with the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Just like that, we have 7 games, possible 7 games to determine our NBA champion, and it's going to be somebody I've never actually seen, a team I've never actually seen with my own 2 eyes, hoist up the trophy before. Philly has won it obviously before in the 80s. This is we're in the 2020s. Obviously, this is a long time ago. That was a long time ago. But the Jazz have something. They can do something that I've only seen a few times, and that's win their franchise's first title. So Stockton and Malone couldn't do it, but let's see if a Mitchell Gobert duo can do it. And this series is, I don't know why. I forgot. This series will take place starting in Utah because the Jazz have the best record in NBA. But 2K, I don't know how they calculated it, but they gave the Sixers the first game the first couple of games at home. Because of that, a pretty low scoring game, not a very defensive game. Nobody in the hundreds. Philly wins by 5 points, 95-90. Tobias Harris with 26 points, 19 and 14 from Embiid, 17, 19 and 8 from Ben Simmons, and from the Jazz, 25 from Mitchell. Not a lot of help after that. 9 and 22 rebounds from Gobert. At least he had the rebounds. But Sixers go up 1-0. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep going right along. Game 2, we have a interesting back and forth here. Very interesting. I would like a dive in, but no. Philly is going to be protecting home court. They take their first 2 games at home. 39 from Tobias Harris, 35 and 19 from Embiid, 11 points from Ben Simmons, 5 of 6 shooting, very good. Tyrese Maxey with 11, very interesting. 26 from Mitchell, 24 from Conley, and decent outings from the rest, Bojan and Joe Ingles. But now the series shifts to Utah. That's going to be something funny if the Jazz really make the finals. But what's not funny for them is the fact, hey, they were getting blown out. I don't know how they came back, but they were getting blown out, and we're gonna jump in right here because we have to. 3-point game, 40 seconds left. I really do. Okay, I think everybody that's on the court that needs to be on the court is on the court, which is good. And this camera angle is not good. Embiid, Simmons there. 3-point game, timeout, 38 seconds left. We've seen a Gobert game winner. I don't know if we're going to see Ben Simmons shoot a 3 right here in any scenario, but Donovan Mitchell, 46 points in the NBA Finals. That is big time. They would actually need that against this team. But Simmons would be guarding him. I don't think he is. I think he's been guarding Conley. I don't know why, but whatever. Simmons, they have time. They could go for a 2. Embiid in the post on favors. Hook, pump fake again, up again. Good. All right. They didn't really need that. I mean, they didn't really need a 3, so that's very good for them. And then now it's a 1-point game. They have to foul though. Yikes! My controller was dying. It's a 1-point game. 24 seconds left. Shot clock and game clock same time. And Philly's gonna have to foul. And they're going to be fouling Donovan Mitchell, of course. All right. And Ben Simmons fouls out because of that. You know, it's not like they needed him in this situation because, you know, you're going to have to shoot a 3. But Simmons fouls out. If they go to OT, they're going to miss him because they need a defender, absolutely, for Donovan Mitchell because he has 46. And Mike Conley is going to be going to the free throw line. Conley with the first free throw. Good. Conley with the second. He did miss some free throws down the stretch against Denver. Green. And now Philly needs a 3. 3-point game, 22 seconds left. No timeouts for either team. What do you do in this situation? You could go for another 2. There's a lot of time for that. George Hill was open, but okay. Embiid, he's got to go quick. He's getting doubled. George Hill for 3. Horrible. Utah is going to make this somewhat of a series with this win right here. Danny Green for 3. If you're a Lakers fan, you've heard that before. And just like that, I can tell you right now, this game is over. It is over. And just like that, Utah somewhat makes it a series. They make it interesting. 48 from Donovan Mitchell. And the Jazz managed to get a win in this series. It's now 2-1, and let's see if they can tie up the series. That home court definitely helped them a lot. It's going to help them if they do make it to the finals because they will have home court advantage to begin. But we are deadlocked into this finals. This is interesting. We didn't get that many jump-ins with the Clippers and Nets, but I like this series right here. This has been interesting. I enjoy this a lot. I'm not going to enjoy it in real life though. I'm going to be quite honest. Simmons, 1-point game, 54 seconds left. Philly is up by 1. They could go up 3-1 with this win. Embiid's not on the court. Embiid is not on the court, and that's because he fouled out. Understandable. Have a nice day. Dwight Howard pick and roll. You got to give that to him. You got to give it to Dwight. Danny Green for 3. You would be sick if you're a Lakers fan, and if he hits that, if he does something like that, you would be sick if you're a Lakers fan. But Sixers up by 4 now. Donovan fouled and 1. And now Dwight Howard's fouled out. All right, let's see where Philly's going here. Who is that? Anthony Tolliver. He is on their roster. Donovan missed the second one. 28 seconds left. Simmons is going to have to lead this team. 2-point game. They are up. And Tobias Harris is going into the post on Boyan. Spinning. Up. Off. Oh, horrible. I mean, not horrible. It wasn't bad. It could have went in, but that is tough. Gobert gets the rebound and a timeout. All right, 2-point game. Looks like the player of the game is Benjamin Simmons. 23 points from Ben, 11 to 22 shooting without 3-pointers. Very impressive. Without shooting the basketball legitimately. No timeouts for Utah. 2-point game. And now they have 11 seconds to try and tie this series by sending into overtime or hitting a 3 for winning the game. Donovan, mid-range shot again. Off. Oh. Oh, that is tough. You don't see a lot of those. That is tough. He could have drove. He probably should have drove. But the Jazz are now down 3-1. And the Sixers are 1 win away from an NBA championship. 26 from Donovan. Very good game. He played 42 minutes. That's insane. 18 from Clarkson, 16 from Conley, 24 and 8 from Embiid. They could have used that. That was a scare there. They almost went to OT, but 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists from Ben Simmons. That is huge, especially in the finals. On a stage like that, they did not hack him. He only took 2 free throws, and he didn't need any threes. And now that he's 1 win away from a ring before Jason Tatum. I'm sick. Game 5 for Philly back at home. They could clinch this. In real life, this would be in Utah, Game 5. So let's see how this one goes. Philly just shot off. Wow. What a huge lead. I don't think, yeah. The Jazz have nothing for us left here. And just like that, officially, the process is officially complete. Just like that, after... Damn, when was the last championship? I'm going to look that up on my phone real quick. I promise you, I really do not remember. But, you know, if you do look it up on Google, look it up with me right now at the same time. The last championship, 1983. It would have been 28, I want to say 38 years? Yeah, 38 years since the last Sixers championship. And now, just like this, the Philadelphia 76ers completed the process. Very impressive road to the championship, I will say. Easy first round series in 5 games against, against the damn Wizards. I'm sorry, Russ. I forgot. Very easy series against that. Took care of the Hawks. 7 games versus the Nets. And in 5 games, they are the NBA champions. The NBA champions. Just like that. The NBA champions. Dwight Howard just got his 2nd straight championship. He benefited from not going back to the Lakers. I mean, obviously injuries happen, but he benefited from that, and so did Danny Green. Danny Green is the first player in NBA history to have 4 NBA championships with 4 different teams. The Spurs, the Raptors, sorry, not the Rockets, the Lakers, and now the 76ers. And now, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, your NBA Finals MVP, are NBA champions. They have a ring before Tatum and Brown. I would be sick if this happens. I'm gonna be honest. It's salty. I mean, it's petty of me, but I would be sick. But just like that, they are the NBA champions. And now Philadelphia. I don't remember when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be quite honest. Was it 16? I think it was 2017. I don't remember. But Philly, you have an NBA champion in the Philadelphia 76ers. 24 and 16 from Embiid to cap off this run. This will be a very impressive run. Whoever beats the Nets and wins the championship, whether it be Giannis and the Bucks or Embiid and the 76ers, it's going to be an impressive run. You got to give them that, especially Milwaukee if they pull off beating Miami. But Embiid, this will be a great run for him because he's going through a small meniscus tear, which is ridiculous. 8 of 20 shooting, though wasn't that great, but he is the NBA Finals MVP. I don't think he cares. He will be doing the most trolling. He will be doing the most trolling. I promise you this. He will be doing the most trolling out of any NBA champion I've ever seen. And we had Draymond Green as NBA champion, but you know, Draymond averages triple singles. Come on. Roughly 28 points per game, 15 rebounds per game, on 51% shooting, about 43% from the three, and he is now an NBA champion. He pulled it off. He pulled it off being a injury-prone guy. Put that quotation marks there. And well, I'm gonna be honest, he is. And he pulled it off with a star defensive point guard who doesn't have a shooting touch relatively from 15 feet and beyond. Ben has taken some middies, really some post hooks, but there is that, and the process is officially complete. So I'm gonna be honest here before we end this video. My thoughts now that the Lakers are gone, and potentially the Clippers. I think they're gone with Luka's neck being just fine in Dallas. I don't think there's an NBA champion coming out of the West now that the Lakers are gone, especially. Even if the Clippers somehow get past the Mavericks, tie the series to 7, and win at home finally, they could fall to Utah very much, and very well so. And they could definitely fall to Phoenix especially, and somehow to Denver without Jamal Murray. But I think the NBA champion is coming out of the Eastern Conference, whether it be Philly. It's very questionable now that Embiid's injury is a thing. The Nets, they have a big three. That's why they would be champions, obviously. And Giannis and the Bucks, I really truly believe if they beat the Nets, they have everything. They have everything it takes to be an NBA champion. So I think the champ comes out of the East. Let me know who you think will be the NBA champion now that LeBron is gone and the Lakers. Let me know if you care. Let me know if you think there is still hope for the Clippers. I don't know if there is. I really don't care if there isn't really. But that's going to be the video for you guys. I have to go to sleep and prepare for season 8 of my team, unfortunately. That's how it is. Those videos are going to be up before this video. But yeah, that's where I'm ending this, guys. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys on the next sim.